Hey guys, Abby here. How are you guys doing today? Today I am bringing you sort of a sensitive subject that someone has written to me about, and they also put it in a pretty long comment that we talk about lots of different types of fetishes and kinks, and um, I thought that this was one that probably, yeah, I have to agree with him. He is right. I don't think this is talked about much. Um, I think just a matter of it makes everyone feel uncomfortable. Some people feel uncomfortable with this. So here I am. I'm going to talk about the uncomfortable. So please don't get offended if you do. Hopefully, this will open up your mind a little bit and make you become more comfortable with the what could be uncomfortable and have a little more understanding of things, especially if you're in certain types of lifestyles. So, before we get started, I will get myself set up here. Sorry about this crazy hair. I have to keep it up. Like, I really need to go get it cut. I think I'm going to do that when I'm recuperating. Anyway, my Capricorn. So, here is, um, this subscriber again. He raised this question, and again, I thought it was interesting because I have a friend like this. Um, so I can kind of understand on a personal level a little bit. Um, so I will get to that story once we get into once we are past his email. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't. Sorry, guys. So, here is the comment that he sent to us. And his email, because I kind of just combined them. Um, so his question was, why doesn't anybody talk about attraction to disabled people? Everything is exposed and normal, and only this attraction is still taboo. And with that, connected subculture of pretenders and devotees. Devotees, like disabled people, and pretenders are attracted only to the disability and like to role play. They have some kind of excuse me, they pretend to have some kind of disability to get aroused. That is disability fetish, like many other fetishes. I think that subject has to be equally treated because there's a huge community out there. But on the net, there are only a few modest addresses because all that subculture is judged from a wider community, and all others are open and normal. I think it is not fair to that huge part of society. Ruth Madison was one strong representative and defender of their rights. In some ways, I think she got tired with time, enduring all the judgment and attacks from the wider community. Again, I think it is not fair. Everything today is open and normal, and only this attraction and this fetish is still taboo and judged by society. Absolutely not fair, because people in that subculture suffer from huge judgments and pain of acceptance and marginalization in society, and sometimes even losing a job or court processes only for being attracted to disability or to people with disabilities. Mostly they live life isolated from society, a lonely life, sad, very, absolutely not fair. So, I'm just going to read you verbatim my comments in response to this that I had typed up, um, because this comment was kind of, I feel like, a little bit all over. So I'm gonna kind of give you what my understanding is and what my response is. So if I'm understanding this comment correctly, this subscriber is asking about the disability fetish, which, yes, is a thing. And I will say, I will preface the rest of this discussion by saying any and all fetishes are only acceptable when it's a consensual and shared experience. If all involved gain something from it, it can be a big confidence boost. I think my smoke is dying out on me. Oops. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, I have to say that I don't feel like this is any less taboo than any other fetish. You know, after all, what makes something a fetish? Being taboo. You know, it's a sexual arousal and fixation to an object or a body part. And with that being said, again, all fetishes are taboo, really. Most people don't openly discuss their fetishes and kinks due to fear of judgment or embarrassment, which can lead to, which again contributes it to being taboo because it's not so talked about. Um, I do feel, however, like some fetishes and kinks are becoming more openly talked about than others. Um, you know, I do have a friend who is in the swinger and cuckolding lifestyle, and she has muscular dystrophy and uses a walker. Um, you know, and I've noticed that house parties that I have attended, that most men are willing to talk to her, get to know her, you know. However, when it comes to engaging with anything further, um, it doesn't seem to happen very often, if at all. You know, now, like if you saw her sitting somewhere without her walker nearby, um, she is an absolutely gorgeous, buxom blonde, um, beautiful, great personality, smart, always dressed to the nines, very well put together, hair and makeup never a spot out of place. You know, and despite her ailment, she's always ready for fun. She's very personable. Um, Unfortunately, I feel like it makes some potential play friends uncomfortable and unwilling to engage with her because of that. Um, I like to sit back and observe the room when at these parties and stuff. So, yeah, I'm a people watcher. Um, and it's just something that I've observed over time. You know, do I agree with it or think it's right? I don't. Um, but unfortunately, she's never really said anything to me out loud about it or discussed it with me. Um, you know, but I see it from, across the room. It's very noticeable at times, um, at least for someone who people watches a lot. So, in conclusion, I do agree that the disability fetish isn't very openly talked about, and at the very least, not as much as some others. Um, but as far as it being taboo, I think all fetishes are taboo. It's just kind of what makes them a fetish, really. Um, I'll leave you all with this final thought, because I don't judge anyone here. Um, that's kind of the community I've wanted to create, where you can talk about these things and not be judgmental and respect each other's differences. Um, and you can you know, openly converse about these things, um, without fear of judgment. But I will leave you all with this final thought. I've said it before and I will say it again. We all have our thing. So until next time, everyone, that is all I have for you today. Love hugs and smoky kisses. Bye.